I've been a CPA for years. I've sat across the desk from people who've built real, lasting wealth. And I've also sat across the desk from people who had the opportunity to build real, lasting wealth and just blew it. The difference between those two groups, it's not what you think. So today I want to share with you the money lessons I'd give my own kids. The stuff I wish someone had told me. For those of you new here, my name is Chris. I'm a CPA. I work with small businesses, large businesses, farmers, ranchers, high net worth individuals. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I don't really talk about this stuff because it's part of my job. I talk about it because I see what happens in everyday people's lives. This isn't a get-rich-quick kind of video. There's no hype. I'm a no-nonsense, no BS kind of person. And in fact, it infuriates me when I see some of these other creators just trying to gain viewers or responses by the wow factor or the some scare tactic or something. I'm not like that. These are just real patterns from real experiences. Here's what I'd tell my kids. What you do with your first real paycheck matters more than any financial decision you'll make at that time, even for the next decade. It's not because of the dollar amount, but it's because of the habits. So many people who are successful building wealth and acquiring wealth have a common set of habits. I see it in tax returns every year. People making $200,000 a year who are broke. People making $55,000 a year but seem to be doing okay, have money for vacations, and they're building real wealth. So that's the difference that I want to bring up. The difference shows up on paper. One person's return is all consumer debt, interest debt, no savings. The other person may have small retirement contribution that they make. They may have some small savings account, whatever it may be. But the pattern's there. The pattern almost always starts with that first real job. If your first instinct was, what can I buy versus what can I build? That's what sticks. I'm not trying to say don't enjoy your money. Believe me, I am one of these people who believe in living life to the fullest. So that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying build a system, even a small one. Pay yourself first. That is a key. Pay yourself first before bills, before car notes, before rent. Pay yourself first. If you can't afford rent and car notes and whatever bills you may have, after paying yourself first, you need to reevaluate your situation because you're living beyond your means. Lesson number 2, and this is one that gets me because I'm not going to name the name, but you know the guy who out there who preaches debt is horrible and debt's a bad thing and all of that. Debt is a tool. That guy that preaches that, he's preaching to a different type of person, the person that has not developed those habits that we just talked about. Step 1, develop the habits. Step 2, realize that debt is a tool. It's not an albatross and it's not a lifestyle. It's not a means to fund your lifestyle. If that's the avenue you're taking, it's not correct. You need to find another path. You hear from most financial people, debt is evil. I've seen debt build businesses, buy land, and change lives. But I've also seen it destroy everything. As a CPA, when I see debt on paper, interest deductions, loan balances, cash flow statements, there's a clear dividing line. That dividing line is this debt that builds Or is this debt that funds a lifestyle or habits? This debt goes back to our first lesson: build a habit. When I see the debt is one big purchase, or it's usually never one big purchase, it's usually a bunch of small purchases, that is a problem. It's slow creep. It's habits. It's buying something now and paying for it later. The problem is it snowballs. The question I'd teach my kids to ask is, will this debt make me money or cost me money? If the answer is cost, you already know. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. The stress of bad debt doesn't show up on a balance sheet. It shows up at 2 a.m. It shows up in your health. It manifests itself in a number of different ways. So just remember, we'll get into a whole debt series, but there are different types of debt: good debt and bad debt. Good debt builds something, and usually that creates revenue. Bad debt does not. There's another type I'd like to throw in there. That's debt that you have to incur for your daily existence. Some people are in that category. Those are the people that's the guru guy that I was telling you about is preaching to. You've got to change something about your lifestyle. As hard as it may be, you've got to change something. So, debt that pays you or builds something is okay. You need to evaluate it, but it's generally okay. Debt that funds a lifestyle or funds your existence is not okay. So let's get out of that pattern right away. Lesson number 3. Your tax return will generally tell your financial story. Not always, but generally. I like to throw in there your balance sheet, your personal net worth statement. That will tell the story. That's why I preach to my followers, people in our group, clients of mine, do a personal financial statement every year. With AI, it's not that hard now. It will ask you the questions. You throw in the answers, and voila, out comes a personal financial statement, a net worth statement. You really want to know what your balance sheet looks like. Income statement's important, but balance sheet mainly. This is one where being a CPA gives me an unfair advantage when I start to look at someone's tax return. Your return will show me things. Do you have diversified income? It will show me, are you living on just one paycheck, 2 paychecks? Are you saving for retirement? Do you own any assets, any income producing assets? I can generally tell within 5 minutes of looking at someone's return whether they're on a good trajectory or not. It doesn't take much. I see things. And here's what I'd tell my kids. Once a year, sit down and actually read your tax return. Not just check the math, check the story. The tax return will tell a story. If you don't like the outcome, you need to change something. Here, I'll give you a quick example. Someone with the W-2 only, no retirement deductions, leaving money on the table, not getting the employer's portion of their retirement. Someone with the Schedule C and no vehicle or home office deduction, probably overpaying. So I can look at someone's tax returns and not find just mistakes, but I can find potential savings. But lesson number 4, no one's going to come save you. No one's going to come in and rescue you. And that's the good news. This is the most important lesson, I think. No one is going to come fix your financials. Not the government, not your employer, not some app or guru, including me. It sounds harsh, but it's honesty. The most freeing thing that I could ever tell you is no one is coming to save you. It's up to you. Get it right. Figure it out. That's what people like me are here for. That's what groups exist for. Figure it out. The clients that I've seen build real wealth, they took ownership early. So if you're a young person out there listening to this, take ownership. Go through what we just talked about. Start with a pattern. Start with changing daily habits. But those people that are successful, they take ownership, and they take ownership early. They don't wait for the perfect time. They don't wait till after the kids are a certain age. They start with what they have, and they make intentional decisions. Doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Get a financial advisor, get a CPA, get a good life coach, whatever it takes. But the driver's seat, that's you. It starts with you. Small steps. I'll do some other videos later on small steps and what they look like. I'll even give you some personal story sometime, how I started. Believe me, when I started, I had no money. I was broke. So let's go over that one last time. Develop a pattern and habits. Step number 1. Step number 2. Debt is a tool, not a lifestyle. Step number 3, look at your tax return, read it. It'll tell you a story. Prepare financial statements, read them. It will tell you a story. Lesson number 4, nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you. 4 things, 4 lessons that I would tell my kids. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you want to see. I'll do some more videos like it. Thank you.